My name's Jacob Lenz. Today I'm going to take y'all through how to do an oil change. So first things first, let's gather our tools we're going to need. First, you're going to need your oil. We're going to go to the store. I'm going to show you what oil you need to buy. You're going to need an oil filter. Again, we're going to buy it at the store. You're going to need a tarp to cover the ground. And along with the ground, you need a flat surface. To take out the oil filter, you're going to need some of these pliers or one of these wrenches. That'll do the same thing. You're going to need a socket set. You're going to need a jack to lift your car up off the ground. You're going to need a funnel to pour in the oil. You're going to need some rags to clean up your hands, clean up any messes you made, and you're going to need oil change clothes. Now let's go take a look at our car manual to see what kind of oil and oil filter we need. Alright, so once you got your manual, go to the table of contents and turn to the part where it talks about oil changes and what kind of oil you need to put into it. So our engine's a 3.8 liter V6, so 3.8 liter, you're going to want to put 5 quarts of SAE 5W20. Also, for quick reference, you can look at your oil cap right here. So, to find the right filter you're going to need, you're going to come up here, find your make. Ours is a Dodge. Our model, Grand Caravan, 3.8 liter V8. And we're going to be using the STB oil filter, so come down the line. S3614. First step, lay out a tarp or some newspaper, where you got, so you don't spill oil on your concrete. Now you change your clothes. It's time to start the oil change. You got your minivan, you got your vehicle pulled in, tarp laid out. You got pulled over the tarp, so the majority of it is, if you're spilling oil, it's going to land on the tarp. So we're going to start by jacking up the vehicle. So you come down and look in here. You want to get on part of the frame. So I'm putting the A-frame. Once you've got your vehicle jacked up enough, you can see my tires off the ground. You're going to want to take one of those two jack stands. You're going to want to put it underneath and find a good point of contact on the frame. So when this lowers down, it's going to be on top of those two prongs of this little jack. At no point in time is any part of your body under here until this point is secured. Alright, so once you've got this done, you're going to do the exact same thing to this side. Alright, so underneath the hood we got oil pan to collect all the oil and newspaper, just in case. And we got our socket. Our minivan has a 13mm socket. Yours might be different. Grab a couple, see which one works. So underneath the car, right here's the oil filter. We bought a new one at the store, and right here's the oil pan. I don't know if y'all can see this. And then right here is a bolt. This bolt is like the cap that keeps all the oil in. So we're gonna be taking that off, and we're gonna be catching it in the oil pan. Okay. You're gonna want to use your socket to take off the nut right here. Be careful; it could be pretty hot, and you also want to get a good grip on this. You don't want it to fall into the pan and lose it. So here it goes. To help with drainage, you want to take out the oil cap. Alright, so next, we're going to take out this oil filter. So you're going to use the wrench just to loosen it, and then you're going to do it with your hand. Now, it's going to be pretty messy. You're going to get a lot of oil in your hands. Alright, so now to prep the filter for use, remove this little plastic case. And you're going to dip your finger into the new engine oil, get just a little bit, and run around the top of the red gasket. Alright, so two things you want to do before you put on the new oil filter. So you want to come and make sure the old gasket is not up here. That would create an issue. You'd start leaking fluid. And you want to take a rag and just wipe it off, make sure there's no excess oil. Take a new filter, put it up there, start spinning. hand tighten it as much as you can. And then get your wrench. Get your wrench and do one last good crank. Alright, so now this bit is the bit that goes into the oil pan. You want to check this outer plastic gasket for any damage. If you see visible damage, you want to go get a new one and replace this every 2 to 3 years. So now we're going to take this, once you clean it all up, put it back into the hole it came from. So start by hand tightening it. Get the same socket you used to take it off. Alright, once you got your new crush nut in, take another rag, clean this all up good, make sure there's no excess oil, get all around, get underneath. And you're going to want to watch this for a minute or two, make sure there's no leaks. Alright, now you're going to need that funnel. You pull out the beginning, your new thing of oil, make sure this is clean oil. Put that filter in here. You want to go real careful, you don't want to get any oil on your engine. It'll make it dirty and gross. So just start pouring. Pour slow. Now we're going to go underneath, make sure the filter isn't leaking and the crush nut. That's the nut you took out of the oil pan. Alright, once you check it's clean, we're going to come underneath here, move all our stuff out from underneath the vehicle, and we're going to take the hydraulic lift it back up, take off these two little frame things here that hold it up, and then when it's level, we're going to check the oil level. If it's good. If it's a little low, we're going to put some more oil in it. We're going to start and check the oil, so get your dipstick, which is this little yellow cord, pull it out, wipe it off the first time, stick it back in. You're going to want to do this quickly. So if you come and look, you can see that the oil is only about halfway up, so we need to put some more oil in. So you can see that the oil is all the way up to the safe line, so we're good. Put the cap back on. Now, you're gonna want to check for leaks just for the next day or so. Make sure it's not leaking. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill up the oil we just took out into the old containers and take it back.